Yes, good evening. Good evening, dear students. How are you? Yes, fine. I am also fine. And expecting that you are doing very good in physics. And yesterday, whatever task I have given to you, what was that? You have to solve the questions. And I think you solved that questions. At least 20 questions from uniform circular motion, 10 from uniform circular motion and 10 from the non-uniform circular motion. So I think you completed that task. Okay, let us check me. Let me check whether you have completed that or don't. So that's why I am giving you some questions. So let us practice some questions. And for those students who are new, for them I want to tell you till now what we have discussed. We have discussed projectile motion, uniform circular motion, non-uniform circular motion, as well as 1D motion in straight line, equation of motion. Now our last topic that we have to start, that is unit and dimensions, that I will start today only. But before that, let us solve some questions from this topic. Okay, first question from circular motion only. Let us start and try to solve questions by yourself, whether you are able to do it or not. Yes, dear student, tell me fast. Question is, in uniform circular motion of particle. See, this is very logical question. And I expecting that every student, my all soldiers will do it right. Velocity is constant but acceleration is variable. Is it right or wrong? Second one, velocity is variable but acceleration is constant. Both speed and acceleration are constant. Speed is constant but acceleration is variable. Which one is the right option in this? Tell me fast. Which one? Yeah, very good. Still A option, most of the students A, no. C option, again wrong. C option is also wrong. A option wrong. See, that is the problem. See, circular motion, in circular motion, numerical are little bit simple, but whenever you are doing these theoretical questions, these are really complicated. Still, I didn't get any right answer. Whatever you are, most of the students A and B and C, but actual D, yes, and Persana, whatever name I have not seen properly. D option is the right option. Which one? D option. Yes, very good. Alia, D option. See, dear student, yesterday also I told you, in uniform circular motion, speed is constant. Already told you. Basically, its definition is this one only. Uniform circular motion means V, magnitude of velocity is constant. Yes or no? And acceleration. See, acceleration is V square by R. That is okay, but its direction always varying. I already told you. See, this is the circular motion. What is the direction? At this point, this is the direction. At this point, this is the direction. This point, this is the direction. This point, this is the direction. That means acceleration magnitude is constant, but due to direction, it is variable. Then which is the right option? Speed is constant and acceleration is variable. See how beautiful this question is designed. I think, guess that now you getting right. Yes, sir. Wildfire. Yes, Devil Potter. Very good. Wildfire is okay, but your question is wrong, I think. That's why try to put your complete energy in the questions so that you can get better idea. Okay, dear student, let us move on to the second question. Are you ready? Yeah, this is mix of projectile. This is projectile question. This is also very good question. Whatever question I selected, that will give you complete revision, and these are the very conceptual and logical questions. Try to do it, yes, or by yourself. What it is asking? Yeah, do it, dear student, fast. Man can throw stone to maximum distance of 80 meter. The maximum height to which it will rise in meter is. Very good question. Man can throw stone to maximum distance of 80 meter. See, this is a very common language in NEET exam. Whenever 80 meter, I already told you in Neeraj Chopra example that whenever we want to throw something at maximum distance, this is the right way. Which right way? Oblique projectile. In oblique projectile, we know that horizontally he demanding for R maximum. R maximum in the sense theta is going to be 45 degree. When theta is 45 degree, value of R is going to be U square divided by G. R maximum equal to U square divided by G. Yes or no? And what is this distance? This is 80 meter. Means to say this value is given as 80 meter. And what is demanding? Maximum height. Now you tell me formula for maximum height is U square divided by 2G into sine square theta. Means we can say we already know value of U square by G. Yes or no? 2 is separate. Sine square theta. Theta equal to 45 degree. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. This is square. Now put all the values. That means U square by G is 80 meter divided by 2. This is going to 1 by 2. Means 80 by 4 in the sense. What is 80 by 4? 20 meter is the right option, dear student. Which option is the right option? 20 meter. B option is the right option. C. Very good question. So I think 20 meter. Yes, in this one most of the students getting right. Khalil, very good. It's Veera, B. Khalil, Faiz. And most of the students I think right. Parsana, B. Very good. Parsana, I think that name. And Lakshmi Parsana, your last question also you have done right. Very good. Very few students have done last question right. So now this question is I think simple, not very difficult to remember what to do. See, whenever maximum distance word is there, that means you to think that question is asking about maximum range, and maximum range is going to be at 45 degree. Yes or no? Very good question. Okay, come to the next question. Let us take this question because we have not solved any question on projectile equation. So this is equation. If you not visible to you, this is y equal to root 3x minus gx square by 2. This is given. What you have to find out? Find angle of projection. Find out the angle of projection in this question. Try to solve it. This is also good question, and I think you are enjoying the questions. See, if in physics you learn how to enjoy the questions, how to solve the questions, that means you will solve physics like a game, and that I want. My dear students, always solving physics like that they are playing with ball. Same charm should be there. Very good. What is the right answer in this question? What is asking? Tan theta. So how to solve? We know that equations of y equal to x tan theta 1 minus x divided by r. Yes or no? When we compare this equation, that means this multiplied should be 1. Y equal to root 3x will be common. This is 1 minus, what is that? G divided by 2 when taking root 3 common gx. Yes or no? What is the value of tan theta when comparing? This is tan theta. Tan theta equal to root 3. See, but option is something like not given. Basically, theta equal to 60 degree, but 60 degree is not in option. Which types of the option is given? Tan theta equal to root 3. So, which one? Second option. B option is the right option. Yes or no? B option. Yeah, I think no one given right answer till now. I think some of students given D. B, yes, Khalil Faiz, very good. B option. Done. Okay, come to the next question. I think up to here everything is very clear, crystal clear. Ready? Now let us take one more example. This is also little bit standard question. Try to do it. What is the question? When projectile is projected at certain angle with horizontal, means projectile projected with certain angle with horizontal, its horizontal range is r and time of flight is t1. When same projectile is throwing with same speed at same other angle with horizontal, its horizontal range is r again, then time of flight is t2, then product of t1 and t2. This is very good question, very logical question, gold medal question. Yes, dear student, try to do it. Try to solve it, and always use pen paper to solve the questions, not directly by the brain calculation, because that is wrong method in physics. Okay, dear student, in this question, basically what is the concept behind this question? See, what is he is saying? At two different angle when range is same. We know that when one is theta means second is r 90 minus theta. At theta angle, and this value it is given as r, means value of r equal to u square sine 2 theta divided by g. Getting it or not? Now what is asking, at first case let's say angle theta, then time is given as t1. When 90 minus theta, time of flight is t2. What is time of flight? 2u sine theta divided by g. In this case, what is the time of flight? 2u sine 90 minus theta divided by g. Yes or no? Now, what is it is asking relation, means T1 and T2, product of T1 and T2 it is asking. So, see, dear student, when we multiply T1 into T2, what it is going to be? 2 into 2, 4. This will be 4. U into u square. This is sine theta. This is cos theta. That means sine theta into cos theta divided by g into g is going to be g square. Now, when we comparing it with r, value of r, can I write it like that? U square sine 2 theta can be written as 2 sine theta cos theta divided by g. That means if we want to represent it in that form, can I write 4 as 2 into 2? Means 2u square sine theta cos theta. 2u square sine theta cos theta. You can take 1g side. This is going to be 1g and this part, this is going to be r. That means T1 into T2 equal to 1, 2 left. This is r divided by g. 2r divided by g is the right option. B option is the right option, dear student. Which option? B option will be the right option. See, yeah, very good. I think some students have done it right. Very good. Khalil Faiz, very good. Yasasvi, good, very good. Charles, Gitanjali, Lasya, B. Yes, very good. We have done B option. They are right. Very good, dear student. Let us move forward. I think this is clear to all of you. Yes or no? Let's do another question. This we already done. Now come to this question. Yeah, do it fast. Yes, a cyclist is moving in circular track of radius 80 meter with velocity is given. He has to lean from the vertical approximately through an angle. Yeah, I think this is, you have not studied. Circular motion is this one, but this is related to angle. That's why it is not up to your range. Let us try one more question. What is about this one? This is, are you able to do? Yes, try it. Particle is moves in circle of radius is given 2 revolution per second. The acceleration of the particle in meter per second. Yeah, this is good question. You can try it, this one. Very good question. Do it, dear student, do it. Fast. What is given? What is asking? Yeah, in this question, given as radius is given 25 centimeter, means r is given. Second one, see, this is very important. 2 revolution per second. In this one, most of the students are confusing. What is asking? It is asking the acceleration in meter per second. Means nothing is mentioned in the sense acceleration is centripetal acceleration. Whether v square by your r or you can say omega square r. R is given. Now your task is to find out omega. How to find omega? Omega is very important. See, omega is given as 2 revolution per second. But thing is that I already told you, very, very important. Omega should be taken in radian per second because its SI unit is radian per second only. To convert it into radian per second, you know, in 1 revolution there are 2 pi radian. That's why this is 2 into 2 pi. Revolution will become radian per second. Yes or no? So this is 4 pi radian per second. What is the answer? Not answer. Omega is 4 pi radian per second. Now find out AC. That means this is 4 pi whole square into radius is given as 25 centimeter. Convert it into meter. This is divided by 4. 16 pi square divided by 4. This is 4 In the sense, right answer is 4 pi square. 4 pi square meter per second square will be the right option for the acceleration. Third option is the right option, dear student. So I think up to this point everything is very crystal clear to all of you. So this is all about which one? Circular motion and projectile motion. I think I have delivered lot of things, most of the things I told you, and rest of the things when you will come to the center, we will discuss. We enjoy the subject, don't be worried. Yes or no? Sri Chaitanya group having very good system, you can say the best faculties, that is already proved. Every year you find that most of the top ranks are produced from this place. And second point that is very important for parents, that is the discipline. In education, discipline is very much required. No any types of the notanki and all these things, only discipline and education, that is must. That is must for, you can say, your education. That's why I also always suggest you that always stay away yourself from these types of the notanki and all these things. Okay, dear student, let us move forward. Now, okay, let us discuss what we have studied right till now. Total lecture is, you can say, I think today is 16 or 17, whatever it may be. Till now we have discussed what is that? Vector. I think you know that. Then after we have discussed 1D. Then after 2D. In 2D, two practical example we have discussed. What is that? That is circular motion as well as projectile motion. We have discussed differentiation as well as integration. We have discussed regarding graph also. Yes or no? That means very important. Now let us move forward. That is which one? Your first chapter. Not first chapter, you can say, that is second one, that is unit and dimensions, or you can say unit and measurement. So let us have a brief idea about these all things. But before that, before coming to this chapter, what is the reason to study this chapter? What is the reason? Reason is that whenever you enter in physics, you should know what do you mean by physics. I already told you, physics means this is the branch of science in which we study about natural phenomena. About nature, means to study about the nature itself is the physics. When we are walking, what is the reason behind walking? Let us assume wind is flowing, what is the reason why? Temperature is changing, what is the reason behind that one? Yes or no? That means everything. Fluid is flowing, what is the reason behind that? Yes or no? That itself is valid for, you can say, human body also. So these all things is required for you guys, and you should relate all these things, because whenever you study physics by relate the quantities. I will tell you the method, don't be worried, how to relate the quantity, so you can remember all these things for longer period of time, because you have to remember things for 2 years. Yes or no? Okay, dear student, let us start without any delay. Our which one? Unit and measurement. Chapter name is unit and measurement. Dear student, before unit and measurement discussion, I want to tell you that for what unit we are going to discuss. Means to say, we are going to discuss units for physical quantity. That means you should know what do you mean by physical quantity. In physics, whatever quantity we will discuss, that quantity itself named as physical quantity. Okay, can anyone tell me what do you mean by physical quantity? Sir, physical quantity basic means, physical quantity are the quantity which can be measured. What do you mean by physical quantity which can be measured? Let us assume, take one example. You know that let us assume mass of somebody is 10 kg. Whatever mass is given, 10 kg. Then what is mass? Mass itself is called physical quantity. Then dear student, what is this 10 value? 10 value is called numerical value, and this is called numerical value. This is called magnitude. And what's about kg? Kg itself is unit. That means we can say physical quantity means the quantity which can measure. Simple definition. That means, what do you mean physical quantity? Physical quantity means which can be measured. That is physical quantity. For example, we have taken example of mass. Yes or no? I think this everyone knows about this. Now for our NEET purpose, you should know to represent any physical quantity, what things we required. we required one is numerical value and second one is unit, and one more thing required that I already told you. That means on this basis this is a physical quantity, but one more thing, that is direction. If direction is there, vector algebra is followed by that quantity, vector addition is followed, means that is vector quantity. That is different part, means to say after that, as per direction basis, these physical quantity classified as two types, which one is vector and scalar, that we already discussed. But today we are going to discuss about unit and measurement. This is the very basic part of the physics. That's why I told you this is the first NCERT chapter. It means students should know what is the meaning of physical quantity which can be measured, how to represent physical quantity, numerical value into units. Now first thing is this, what do you mean by units? Units, you sometimes you know length can be measured by meter, sometimes in centimeter, somewhere it is in foot also. That means before, you can say 19th, 18th century, that time different countries, different region having different unit of measurement, because that time there was nothing like this international system. That means very, very important. If we discuss about units, we have some system for units. I think you know that. First one is MKS, very important. Second one is CGS. Third one is FPS. If someone asks what do you mean by MKS, M for meter. Meter means, yes, very good, length. K for kg. S for second. If we talking about this one, C for centimeter. G for gram. S for second. Now F for foot. P for pound. And S for second. Yes or no? So these were the unit, system of units. See why we are using always meter in the sense length, means to say in each and every quantity which units you are using. Number one, meter, centimeter, foot, this is about length, means there is some priority is given to length. Reason behind that I will tell you, don't worry. Second one, priority is given to mass also. Third one, priority is given to time. So what is reason behind that? Sir, reason behind that is most of the physical quantity can be represented by using these three quantity. That's why these are base quantity. But after that someone asks, if we want to measure the temperature, which quantity you will take? Yes or no? Then problem. That's why international standard, international level, to exchange of the material, exchange of the quantity in measurement quantity, you can say we need an international system. That is called international system. And international system, most of the things derived from which one? MKS system only. MKS means length is meter, mass is kg, time is in second. One more thing that I told you, that these three quantity are not sufficient. That's why one system, that is called international system, that is defined. And these international system, which one? SI stands for international system, system of international, whatever you may call. In this one, 7 quantities are defined. With quantities, 7 quantities, and these quantities are called fundamental quantity. Now problem is that, sir, what do you mean by these fundamental quantities? Fundamental quantity means those quantity in physics which are fundamental. What is meaning fundamental? Means they are independent. Those quantity which not depends on any other quantity, these are called fundamental quantity. How many numbers are there? Total 7 fundamental quantities are there. Then, sir, what is other quantity? That means in simple word you can say these are which one? Independent. One single word you can remember, these quantities are not depends on any other quantities. That's why these are fundamental, these are base. Yes or no? Now whatever quantity are, except these quantity, these are derived from these fundamental quantity. That means fundamental is fixed, they not depend on any other quantity. They itself are free, having its own value. If still you are not getting, let us take example of velocity. Speed, we already discussed. Speed means distance upon time. That means speed is derived from distance means length upon time means time. That's why that is derived, means those quantity which are derived from fundamental quantities. These are called derived quantities. Yes or no? Derived quantity, there is no limit. Whatever quantity except these fundamental quantity are derived quantity. So means to say, what is this seven fundamental quantity? One is mass, kg, length, then after time, after that, see, MLT are very important. Then after temperature is denoted by K for Kelvin. After that, current, ampere, A for ampere. Then after, amount of substance, chemistry you are using, this is mole, and luminous intensity, this is candela. These are the seven fundamental quantity, and these fundamental quantity are defined for SI unit. Its SI unit is kg, meter, second, Kelvin, ampere, mole, candela. That's why the system is called SI system. Yes or no? Still, if you are not getting, what do you mean by derived quantity? Derived means those quantity which depends on fundamental quantity. Those quantity which depends on fundamental quantities are called derived quantity. For example, I already told you, take example of speed, force, whatever rest of quantity is there. Speed, force, velocity, acceleration, all these are which quantity? Yes, these are all derived quantity. Now, one problem again arises. What is that? Most of the quantity of the physics are derived from fundamental quantity, but there are some, let us assume, angle. There is no substitute for angle. How to represent angle? Because when we will discuss already we discussed na circular motion, angular displacement. Angular displacement is which quantity? If you derived, then which fundamental quantity dependent? That's why these two supplements, extra quantity taken, which one? Angle and solid angle. These are called supplementary quantity. Which quantity? Supplementary quantity. So let us have a look on these table I have given at this point. What do you mean? Basically, units is concerned. Very important, everything I mentioned in this one. Units is concerned, that I told you, fundamental quantity. What is fundamental quantity? Dependent of each other and not interconvertible. Which are fundamental? Length, mass, time, temperature, luminous intensity, electric current, amount of substance. And this is supplementary, dear student. This is additional part. Just you memorize this, because this concept rarely used. Means to say, some additional part, supplements are required. This is called supplementary. Means plane angle and solid angle. Plane angle, you know that. Solid angle means, let us assume, if we are rotating one paper like in cubical shape, then whatever angle, 3D angle, 2D angle when we are talking, that is the angle. So, or if we are taking 3D angle form, this is called solid angle. Yes or no? So remember that. Plane angle and solid angle, and derived quantity, derived from the fundamental unit. These are derived quantity. So you just note down whatever concept is given in this box. These are very important. Complete summary of system. Very good, dear students. Okay, let us move forward. If you cover this part, one more thing I told you about these 7 quantity, that also you should have a note. Which are these quantity? Fundamental. What you need to remember, see, first one is mass. SI unit of mass is denoted by kg. Second one is length. SI unit is meter. Time. SI unit is second. Temperature. SI unit is Kelvin. Luminous intensity, candela. electrical current, ampere, amount of substance, mole. Yes or no? These are fundamental quantity that you should directly remember whatever things is mentioned. Now thing is that, dear student, very important, what is that? Except these 7 quantity, some quantities which units are defined in international system for derived quantity also. Let us assume, okay, let us take one example. I think everyone know about quantity force. Which quantity? Force. Force is which quantity? Fundamental or derived? Sir, force is derived quantity. Which quantity is this one? This one is, sir, derived quantity. Okay, that is okay. Derived from, we know that, sir, force equal to mass into acceleration. Mass itself is fundamental, acceleration itself is meter per second square. See, this is length, yes or no? Means L divided by second square. Means to say mass, yes or no? Then after length, then after time square. That means force is a derived quantity which depends on mass, length and time. Mass, length and time. Up to here everything is okay, sir. Then someone asks you what is the unit of force. We know that as per MKS system, unit kg, acceleration is meters per second square. But problem is that you know that, sir, force unit is Newton. What is that? Newton. Then what is this Newton? Newton is basically nothing. This is derived from MKS quantity, MKS unit only. But this is internationally accepted unit. That's why this, if someone asks what is the SI unit of the force, what you say? That is Newton. Some quantity which require this types of knowledge. Which one? SI units. For some derived quantities. Which one? For example, someone asks most of the force. Force is Newton, denoted by N. Second one is work. Work is Joule. And second one power, P, power. What is SI unit? That is watt. So means most of the quantity, other quantity is also there, but these are the quantity which will be frequently used in our physics. That's why you should know why we are using power as watt. Yes or no? Power basic unit is joule per second, or you can divide it into very basic level in fundamental quantity. But in SI form we can say these are units. Yes or no? So whenever these units we will discuss, that time I will tell you which quantity having what is the SI unit. Yes or no? Now our purpose is to, we know that what is fundamental quantity, what is derived quantity, or you can use say like that, whenever you start learning in your LKG standard what is English language, what was your basic concept? You read about alphabet A, B, C, D. Why? Alphabet are the fundamental of that English language. Now if you, second step, when you want to write your name is consist of these fundamental only. So that means these are fundamental, like fundamental quantity. Whatever name we are writing, this is derived from the alphabet. So here also 7 fundamental, and all the quantities are derived from these 7 quantities. So let us start deriving these types of the formula, and very important concept of this chapter. What is that? The derived quantity, when denoted in the form of fundamental quantity, on that fundamental quantity whatever power is placed, that is called dimensions, and that equation form is called dimension equation. That means what we are going to discuss, dimensions. Very important part. Dimensions means, in simple language, let us take one example. If someone tell you about mass, sir, what do you mean by dimension of mass? We can say mass is denoted by m. So in mass, what is the weightage? Mass itself is fundamental quantity, sir. Mass value is 1. Most of the priority is given to L and T also. L dimension is 0, time dimension is 0. So these power, how to read? Dimension of mass is like that. Dimension in mass is 1, dimension is length is 0, dimension in time is 0, and this equation is called what? Dimension equation. This is called dimensional equation. These are very important. That means every student should know how to form the dimensions. So let us start one by one. So first we are going to form dimensions of 7 fundamental quantity. How to denote? We know that if someone asks you about mass, how to denote? M1 only. Yes or no? Length. How to denote? Length is denoted by L. Time. Power 1 is already there. If not mentioned, means power 1 is there. If temperature is denoted by Kelvin, K later. Then after current, electric current, this is denoted by A later. Most of these quantity are used in part. And one is amount of substance. This is denoted by mole. This is rarely used. When we discuss thermodynamics, at that we will use mole. In chemistry also their purpose. And luminous intensity is not used in our physics part. Luminous intensity, that is denoted by CD. That means most of the quantities are derived from MLT. That's why these are base quantity, and we always, whenever forming the dimensions, we always using L and T also. If there is no dimension, then also this is the notation. Yes or no? I think up to here, if everything is clear, yes, then fired with same energy that I want. Very good. I think up to here everything is crystal clear, fully clear. Done? Can move forward. Okay, dear student, let us move forward. Yes. Now we are going to form dimensions. So let us start. Let us start very basic quantity. If someone asks you form dimension for speed, those students don't know how to write dimensions. So what to do? Your task is to write those quantities in the form of fundamental quantities. If someone asks you dimension of speed, how to find? You know that speed is equal to distance upon time. Distance means meter, time means second. So this is depends on which quantity. Distance. Meter means denoted by L. This means denoted by T. So how to denote? L divided by T. Means dimension is going to be L1 T when it's going up -1. Then completely we can write M power 0, L is 1 and T -1. This is the dimensions of which one? Speed. I think clear this concept. If someone asks about velocity, velocity dimension is going to be same. That means velocity, because in dimension there is no difference in vector and scalar. If unit is same, that means dimensions is going to be same. Okay, tell me another example. If speed is done, then next one very important. What is the dimension of force? Find the dimensions of force. Sir, force F equal to M into A. Mass already defined. One side mass M. What do you mean by acceleration? Acceleration, sir, meters per second square. Meter means length. Second square means T square. So how to write? Mass length divided by T square. When you write it completely, this is M1, L1, T minus 2. This is the dimensions of force. So this complete is called dimensional equation. And power is given on M, L and T. These are called, yes, dimension in mass is 1, dimension on length is 1, dimension in time is -2. So in that way we will read this concept. Yes or no? Okay, let us form some more dimensions. Now you know that work done, work is denoted W equal to force into distance or displacement, F into D. You know the dimensions of force, we already calculated. If don't know, then we same process again, mass into acceleration, D means length. Then you know that this is mass itself is m, this is L, 2, this is L, that means what is going to be dimension? M is 1, length L1, this is L2, T is going to be T power minus 2. So this is the dimension of work. And dear student, don't be confused. See, work, energy, whatever word is given with work, energy, heat, whatever energy form, that dimensions is going to be like work only. Yes or no? Now you form the dimensions of power, because you know that what is power. If you know dimension of work, then what is dimensions of power? Power equal to work upon time. Dimension of work you already formed. This is M1, L2, T minus 2, and time itself is T. This completely, this is M1, L2, T minus 3. This is the dimensions of power. So this is the process to form the dimensions. So in tomorrow's class, we will form all physical quantity dimensions. Your homework is that you will go through whatever physical quantities is mentioned is NCERT and that dimension. Yes or no? In tomorrow class, very important as dimension is concerned. Yes or no? Okay, dear student. And whatever topic we have studied, just try to revise those concepts. Otherwise, after 10 to 15 days, everything will be lost. If you remember all these things, try to solving the questions, then you will be, you can say, ahead of other students when you will be join the classes. Yes or no? Okay, dear student, study hard and thank you very much. Jai Hind.